pastor. In the quiet town of Adebayo, nestled between hills and river banks, Pastor Malachi was known as a rising light in the church world. Once a humble man with a stutter and barely 10 members in his congregation, he rose within 5 years to fill a massive auditorium that overflowed every Sunday. People came from far and wide to hear him preach. His voice thundered with authority, his hands healed the sick, and his words pierced hearts. But few knew the cost of his power. Before the fame, Malachi had struggled. His wife, Adaise, a devout and loving woman, stood by him when no one else would. She fasted, prayed, and sold her jewelry to support the church when offerings couldn't even pay rent. One night, weary from failure and mocked by fellow preachers, Malachi wandered into the forest. There he met a strange man with eyes like coal and a voice like smooth oil. The man offered him spiritual power beyond comprehension, crowds, miracles, tongues of fire. But there was a price, a pure vessel. The man whispered, "Blood that believes. You already have her." Malachi staggered back, heart pounding. "My wife." The man only smiled. For weeks Malachi battled with guilt, but ambition gnawed at him. He rationalized it. If more souls would be saved because of his power, wouldn't one sacrifice be worth it? And so, one night, he took Adaise deep into the woods under the guise of a prayer retreat. There, as the moonlight filtered through the trees, he spilled her blood on a black stone altar. Her last words were not curses, they were a prayer of mercy. After that, everything changed. His sermons became fire. Blind eyes opened. Demons screamed his name and fled. People called him the Anointed One. But behind the curtain of miracles, shadows lingered. At night, he heard Adaise weeping in the walls of his mansion. His dreams were haunted by her voice. "What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul?" Years passed. One Sunday morning, as Pastor Malachi stood before his thousands, ready to preach on love and grace, he saw her. In the back row, among the crowd, was Adaise, pale, silent, watching. He dropped the microphone. His knees buckled. No one else seemed to notice her. His mind began to fracture. He stopped preaching, began screaming about fire and Worms and the deal he made. The congregation thought he had gone mad. He was never seen again after that day. Some say he wandered into the same forest, muttering prayers and clawing at the earth where the altar once stood, trying to bring her back. Others say he became a beggar, warning pastors not to trade love for power. But in Adebayo, people still talk about the haunted church, where candles flicker by themselves, and on quiet nights, a woman's voice prays for mercy for a man who betrayed love to preach the gospel without it. Please click on the plus sign and like my videos for more tales.